coming through my desktop. Uh, hold on. So I just upgraded to, or I just updated to Windows 11, so I was kind of anticipating there'd be some weirdness. The worst part is I've been talking for the past like 12 minutes and none of that got on. All right, let's try that. Okay, yeah. No. What the heck? All right. Oh, you know what? I think I need to get a sound mixer. Let's try that. Here we go. Yeah, I think it's yeah, that's why. I think it's just if I let's see if I monitor. Hmm. Okay, that's really aggravating. I don't know why it's doing that. Are you getting the music twice as well? Turn that off. All right. And of course, it's like not clear on the mixer which one is my. Okay, you not so much the music. Well, that's good. Let's. Oh, I think you know what? I think I can fix it right here. Let me try this again. We're just gonna go HyperX there. All right, and then I'm gonna mute this guy. Let's go default for you, and then I'm gonna mute you in just a second. Ah, yes, the joys of streaming. You get to troubleshoot all the things when they're not working. Oh, good. Now I got it twice. All right, let's see. Are you still getting me twice here? I think I fixed it. Nope, I did not. Why is it on such a huge delay too? So I had to like turn this so you can see me a little bit. I'm gonna go open the sound settings. I don't think that's it. Let's go. Where's the sound mixer? Volume mixer. You had the stream pull up somewhere. Oh, hold on. Yep, there it is. That's what it was. Okay, cool. I got it. Look at Terrible Hime coming through in the clutch. Dude, love the cosplay. Not the well, I guess not. It's more of an outfit. Your Halloween costume from yesterday. There we go. We fixed it. So I was just doing kind of a little recap on October. So yesterday I did something real dumb, and I So I was signed up for a half Ironman. The Oceanside half Ironman is what I was signed up for. And I'm gonna turn the music back on real quick. And then so I did that yesterday. I got the swim and the bike, but I don't know. I think I've mentioned it on stream a bunch of times that like I'm dealing with this like foot injury. So I ran over like 100 miles. An Ironman? It's a triathlon. So triathlon is a swim, bike, and run. So the Ironman version of a triathlon is just it's just a long distance. Like it's a huge distance to cover. So like the half Ironman is 70.3 miles. So it's like a mile and some change for the swim, and then it's a 58-mile bike ride, and then it ends with a half marathon. So 13.1 miles at the end. So of course I'm like, well, I got this foot injury, and I'm also signed up for this half Ironman, and they're expensive. They're expensive races. It's like $300 to sign up for the race. And of course, like, you know, I signed up for this race. Yeah, it's crazy. I signed up for this race back in like November of 2019. So like 2 years ago, I signed up for this race. And, you know, I was training very consistently to do the race from like, I would say January of 2020 through like October of 2020. And by then, you know, the Ironman in April of 2020 obviously didn't happen. Then October rolled around, because they pushed it back to October of 2020. That didn't happen. Then they pushed it again to April 2021. That one didn't happen. So it was like, all right, by the really October of last year when it got pushed back again, I was like, I'm done. Like, I've been training super consistently for this thing, and it's super time consuming to train for a triathlon. Like, I was training 6 days a week for like at least an hour, eat every day, which like, you know me, like I've got the kids, I got the wife, I got like stuff to do, and then my job on top of that, and it's like, it just became like too much. Like it was too much of a drain, like mentally and physically on me. So I was like, you know what, I'm done. Like I'll still like train, quote unquote, but I'm not, because I was following a very like a good program from a company called TriDot, and they put out like yeah, exactly, I'm busy, and so TriDot puts out a good triathlon program. It was a great program. I had a lot of fun doing it. It was like pretty easy to follow, but yeah, it was like you're training for this thing that's like never really gonna come, right? So it like I said, it just became too much. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go do like fun things that I want to do. I'm going to go hike. I'm going to go lift in the gym again. I'm going to go and I'll run when I want. I'll bike when I want. And then just do like some of the ocean swims. Because Sunday morning, I still will go down to Oceanside. No, yeah, I wasn't trying to do it for like 3 years. I'm like, I'm trying to do this Ironman and see if I even like it. You know what I mean? Because, like, I've done a sprint triathlon, and that's fun. I mean, a sprint triathlon is, like, anyone could kind of muscle their way through it. I don't think, as long as you have, like, you bike and you run and you swim, like, you have a decent, amount of skill in any one of those three disciplines, you should be good, So yesterday, long story short, I was like, F it, I'm still going to do this thing. I'm at least going to go do the swim and the bike. That was a terrible idea because all I did was squat this past month. I've been in the gym the whole month. I think I ran, like, really since August, I have not trained consistently at all for this thing. Like, I've ran a handful of times because of my foot injury. I've biked, like, very inconsistently. I've been on my bike since August. And then I've gotten into the ocean to swim maybe half a dozen times since August. Maybe. Yeah. Not a good idea. Not recommended. So yesterday, like, it's early. I get down there. I set up all my stuff. I didn't even bring running shoes because I'm like, I'm just going to do the bike and I'm going to like walk off and be done. and I do the swim. Swim is tough, but not like it didn't kill me. However, there's like one thing that really made like that kind of like I was like, "Ooh, that's weird." I'm getting towards, so I get through the waves, I get and do the swim, and it's like it's a long swim, like probably one of the longest swims I've ever done in my life, right? So I get towards the end of the swim, and my left calf muscle like tightens up a little bit, like it wants to cramp, right? So I kind of shake it out in the water, and then it's fine. But I was like, "Ooh, that's weird. That's not good. Like, why did my calf muscle just cramp up?" I'm like I'm like 50 minutes into this race, you know. I'm getting towards the end of the swim, and I'm about to get out of the water, you know. So I'm like 45 minutes in, almost 50 minutes into this race, and I'm already like having an issue, right? So I was like, whatever. I shook it off, not a big deal. Whatever. Get out of the water. You know, I take my sweet time getting to my bike, getting set up and all that stuff, because like I know I'm gonna do the bike, and then that's it. I'm done. So I get on the bike, I get going. Nice, right? Like I like the biking. The biking's fun. I'm not like super good at it, but that's the part that I like. So I'm riding, and I'm like 20 minutes into this ride, and then my right hamstring tightens up a little bit. Almost like it's trying to cramp up. And I'm like, that's really weird. This, like, first it was my calf, and now I've got this issue with my hamstring. Strange. So I keep going. And then, like, as I keep going, as I keep going, I'm like, oh man, like, I think I've got a problem here. So I'm like 25, 30 miles in, and I'm going, just to kind of clue you in on the course. So the bike course actually comes through Camp Pendleton, where I live. So like parts of the course are like right by my house. And in fact, when I worked, when I first got here, I worked at this place called the 5th Marines, and it's like right behind me, about a couple miles like that way, right? So I would ride my bike to and from work, and it was like a 20-25 minute bike ride, not too bad. And the parts in that ride where I would ride to work is on the actual bike course for Oceanside Ironman. But there's this really, really big hill that I've never actually gone up because it's freaking massive, and I don't want to go up this massive hill because it's kind of brutal. So of course, the Oceanside bike course, you come on the base, and the first thing you do is you go through 5th Marines, and then you make a little turn, and then boom, there's this big hill. So it's like, hey, welcome to Camp Pendleton, mother effers. You know, like, you're going up this big freaking hill. So I'm going up this hill. My quads start cramping up on the hill. So I'm like, nope, I'm not going to like cramp up and fall over on my bike. Not happening. So a lot of people are off their bikes like walking up this giant hill because it's that big, which is kosher for Ironman stuff because it's a triathlon. It's not like a pure bike race. So, you know, I walk up the top of this hill. I'm shaking it out. My legs are feeling okay by the time I get to the top of the hill. I'm riding down this hill, and I'm like, all right, cool. I like going downhill, and I'm like bombing it downhill. Like, I'm going 30 miles an hour going down this hill. And my right hamstring cramps up, like, hard. And I'm like, whoa, I had to stop. Because by this point, I'd already had issues with, like, my quads trying to cramp up on me. My hamstrings were definitely feeling tight. So I like go down this hill, and like my hamstring like really cramps up pretty hard. And I'm like, man, am I even like, I'm like 30 miles in. I still got like 28 miles to go. Am I even going to make it? You know what I mean? Like I'm like just over the halfway point here. And I'm like, well, so I spent about 2-3 minutes on the side of the road stretching out my hamstrings. My right hamstring. Finally, it kind of calmed down and it loosened up and everything, and it was fine. It was fine, you know, good enough for me to hop on the bike and keep going. So, kind of long story short, at this point, like I was not like physically prepared at all. I did wind up finishing the bike, but there were portions of that ride where I was like, if both my hamstrings cramp up at the same time, I'm done. Like, if both my quads cramp up at the same time, like, I'm done. Like, I'm gonna wind up like falling over on my bike or whatever because my legs cramped up so hard, which would have been hilarious, but also really aggravating. So yeah, that was my day yesterday, and then of course I get like I'm wrecked. Like my body was obliterated. Like it's still like I still don't feel great right now. But yeah, so yesterday definitely was a trial for sure. Do you think it was because you weren't specifically training for it or because of Squatober? I think it's absolutely because I wasn't specifically training for it. My body was just not prepared for that workload. I think another kind of contributing factor was that I was in 29 Palms last week, where it's like, it wasn't like super hot like it normally is, but it is very dry out there. So I think the combination of how dry it was, I didn't realize how dehydrated I was. And not only that, like, this is my own fault, but I didn't really eat very much like prior to the race. And looking back on it, like, I've been cutting this whole month. So it's actually, I was talking about it earlier, is I cut, so I started the month at 187 pounds and now I'm at 181, which is not like, you know, it's not ground shattering weight loss, which for me, I don't really have that much weight to lose anyway. So for me to go from 187 to 181, and then I also got a 25 pound PR on my back squat, I think that cutting the whole month and then squatting the whole month combined with, hey, I was at 29 Palms this week, combined with not training for this thing led to like, that didn't end well. That's just your body's way of saying, don't do this. Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, that would make a big difference. Yeah, no, that's absolutely what it was, man. Yeah. I totally agree. My body was just like, why are you doing this to me? You know, even the swim, my body didn't like that. It was like, why are you in the water right now? You haven't even gotten... Yeah, exactly. It was like a combination of all sorts of different things. And my wife was like, honestly, I'm impressed you could even just like pretty much it's the equivalent of like, I just randomly decided like, hey, I'm going to swim over a mile today and then go ride 58 miles after that. Like, it's like basically like I just was like, let's just do it. And my wife was like, I'm impressed that you even survived. I'm impressed you didn't die. So there's that, I guess. You could be dumb, but at least I'm tough, right? Like, I'm dumb, but very tough. Hard to kill. Very hard to kill. Ooh. There we go. First cup of coffee done. Yeah. So, overall, Squatober. Oh, forget that. I'm going to get a pad for my knee. Oh, that hurts. Here we go. Yeah, that's what I need. So, all in all, Squatober, very successful. I would have died. Chris, you almost died during that 80s workout video, which was hilarious. Not hilarious that you almost died, but hilarious that like you did the video. I loved it. I was like, this is the greatest thing ever. Like, you were sweating so hardcore. I was like, oh, good God. It's like, she's gonna die on stream. I've got a buddy who's done, like, 6 Ironmans. The things are just insanity. Yeah, you're a bad mother. Yeah, the mentality is to even attempt to do one. Yeah, for sure, man. 80s workouts were hardcore. Yeah, I was like, man, they didn't take no prisoners in the 80s, man. Goodness gracious. But yeah, freaking hungry. I'm actually doing like a 24-hour Go Ruck event this upcoming weekend. So I am a sucker for punishment and pain. That's just like how I roll. I don't know how that's gonna go. I actually think so. Go Ruck has 3 different events. So they have like what they call the 24-hour heavy. They have a 12-hour tough, and then they have like the shorter, like they call it the basic now. It's like a 5 or 6 hour long event. And
I'm signed up for all 3 events in one weekend, which I have done in the past before. But in the past, I've also been hiking and rucking and doing that stuff a lot more. And also, I didn't have this foot injury. So I'm debating. I'm kind of at the point where, like, I shouldn't do the 24-hour heavy. It just wouldn't be smart. And I know that. But also, I do dumb stuff all the time. So, like, could I do it? Yes. Yes, I could. I absolutely could do it. Like, to me, doing a 24-hour, like, rucking, go ruck event is not... I've done it before, right? Like, I know what to expect. I'm fit enough to do it. But, yeah, like, that's a totally different thing than doing an Ironman, though, because you're not, like... It's not a race, and you're not, like, maxing out your heart rate, like, for any portion of it, right? I swim 3 days a week and lift 3. I have a goal to actually do the sprint. Yeah, a sprint try. Those are so much fun, dude. It's 700-yard swim, 12-mile bike, and like a 3-mile run. Yeah. It's one of my under 300-pound goals. Yeah, that's a great goal, man. Sprint triathlons, I'll do those any day of the week. Tons of fun. There's one by me in San Dimas that is good. It's a Thanksgiving sprint try. It's like a turkey try, I think is what they call it, or whatever. And it was a lot of fun. I did that in 2019. They actually are doing it again this year, but obviously, like, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna do it. But that was fun. That was a good time. The sprint tries are awesome. Is rucking a CrossFit style event? It is now, man. You try to get me started on CrossFit right now, man. That was a past life for me. Yeah, that's how I really got in. Well, I mean, I played sports and whatnot, like almost kind of like my whole life. So it's not unusual for me. But yeah, Zero. Hey, good morning, man. But yeah, so CrossFit and GoRuck have like this partnership. Because GoRuck is like a lot of like ex-Special Forces guys and well, no gals, but a bunch of ex-Special Forces guys that created GoRuck. So, yeah, GoRuck is like really tied in with CrossFit right now. I don't know. I have no real opinion on it other than to say, like, making like rucking like a competitive event is just, I don't think it's that interesting to me. CrossFit guys, especially the ones that compete in CrossFit, they are some really freaky individuals. They can do some really strange stuff that like normal people shouldn't be able to do. Like, I know Rich Froning runs like a 5-minute 1 mile time, and then he also like, can pretty much clean and jerk what I just back squatted yesterday, 2 days ago. I watch those CrossFit Games every year, and that's some next level stuff. Yeah, I mean, I've done, I did CrossFit for a long time, and, it's funny, because actually I had a really smart coach, really great coach, who was really smart with programming, and I don't think I ever remember getting injured doing CrossFit. I actually didn't even start having back issues, so, like, I have lower back issues. Really, yeah, I have low back issues, so I have low back pain. I'm sure I've got like a semi, herniated disc or whatever. Just throw my back under an MRI and it's probably all jacked up, but whatever. It doesn't hurt me most of the time. Good morning, Rachel. Good morning. Good to see you, girl. How you feeling? How you doing today? But yeah, so actually I didn't injure my back until I really started doing a lot of powerlifting, honestly. So the volume from the powerlifting, that's what did it. That really screwed up my back. CrossFit, I never had any issues with my body doing CrossFit. Tired? Yeah, I bet. How late were you up, Rachel? I saw you you doing a little movie night last night. Did Tiffany get to come hang out for a bit? Tiffany's her alter ego. her her drunk self, if you will. I'm doing well this morning. I am feeling much better. I got some sleep. Got some fluids in me yesterday after my 58-mile bike ride, which was not a great idea. Yeah, I feel good. And then tomorrow I'm gonna start. So Pen and Paper Strength app. They are the Pen and Paper Strength. They are the ones that till 3 a.m. Goodness gracious, that's late. That's way past my bedtime. I can't even remember the last time I was up till 3 a.m. CrossFit coaches, CrossFit catches a bad rap. Anything fitness and community based, that you like is okay with me. Yeah. Good morning, Scornia Fitness in the building. How you doing, man? Yeah, I totally agree. CrossFit's kind of weird, and this, because the thing with the CrossFit stuff is that every CrossFit gym is very different. So you can't really make a blanket statement of like, well, CrossFit's like this, or like CrossFit, you're gonna get injured. I'm like, okay, I could get injured rolling out of bed in the morning. Like, come on, like, and I'm not trying to be dismissive, but at the same time, it's like, all right, I mean, people are like, oh, I don't like doing CrossFit. I'm gonna, because you'll get injured, but they do like Ironman. Like, come on, dude. Like, overuse injuries from aerobic activity are probably like the number one thing that's going to get you injured. Like, is weightlifting really going to get you injured? Probably not. 3 days rest because, travel, hanging out with the fam. Got my loincloth Halloween stream tonight. Yes, very nice. I will be tuning in for that. Yeah. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I noticed you haven't been on lately, so I was kind of wondering what was going on with that. But that makes sense. Travel, gotta rest. Yeah. Scornia, you missed it, man. I hit a huge PR on my back squat. I went from 355 to 380 on Friday, so that was pretty nice. Successful Squatober. But going back to the CrossFit thing, man, like, I really do, like, I like CrossFit a lot. I think it's really good for a lot of people, and especially if you have a great coach who can, kind of scale, make sure that the workout is appropriate for you, and, teach you how to move and teach you how to, to squat and to do some of those things, because they are not that, it's not that simple. People are like, oh yeah, just go squat. I'm like, all right. There's a lot of different ways to squat, just a back squat. Like, forget squatting in general, because, once you start talking about front squatting, overhead squatting, goblet squatting, you can squat with dumbbells, you can squat, you could do belt squat, you could do hack squat. Like, there's so many different squatting variations that, you bring in specialty bars and all that stuff. Like, it's not that simple. So you need a coach that can guide you. Hold on, let's see. I mean, honestly, lack of knowledge is what get most people injured. Yeah, so many people do lifts without proper form, ego. Lifting has to be the number one. Yeah, and I have found that in a CrossFit gym, when you actually have a coach watching you, and if the coach is good, they will be able to say like, here's your training max, right, and then, this is the percentage you're lifting of that, and then kind of guide them through that, and then determine whether or not they're feeling it for the day to do that. But honestly, like, lack of knowledge in any sport is kind of number one cause of injury, right? Like, even if you're talking like endurance sports, if you just go out and like, oh, I'm going to start training for this thing, or I'm going to start running or doing whatever, and it's like, all right, yeah, it's great, but don't go run, 20 miles in a week when the previous week your number was 0. Yeah, thank you, Rachel. Thank you for that. Yeah, so unfortunately, the stream on Friday was very laggy, and the clip it lags like right at the moment of truth, but I did hit depth, so I will swear on my life that on that 380, my hip hit the depth. I felt it. So I went and looked. I did the internet speed test, and my internet speed was like, no kidding, I think like maybe a fifth of what it was supposed to be. So I had to I restarted the modem and all that stuff, and it was just the hardware in my house. I don't know why. My internet was just super slow. So as you can see, like today, like I forgot to struggle. It was pretty smooth, but it hurt, man. I mean, some people are like, oh, you could have gotten like 5 or 10 more pounds or whatever. I'm like, but for what reason? Why? I'm like, what am I gonna do? Like, because if I fail, there's potential for me to get injured or for me to break something in my garage or whatever. So yeah, 380 felt like a good stopping point. So I was like, hey, all right, cool. I'm happy with 380. That's a 25-pound PR for me. That's a huge PR. So I was very happy with that. And then Quav. Speaking of CrossFit, what's going on, man? Yeah, Quav is like, I'm just in there because I like to, rip the bar off the floor and friggin' and make it fly, baby. I love it. No, I do love the Olympic lifts too. That's and honestly, I really don't Olympic lift in my garage all that often. Like I could, but I just don't. I don't know. Like power cleans are kind of the extent of my weightlifting right now. What branch were you in? My pops was a Navy man. Hey man, you can see the flag up on the wall there. I am in the United States Marine Corps. God's Corps. And you know what? My birthday's coming up. 10 November. It's coming. Honestly, the Marine Corps' birthday is more important to me than my own birthday. My birthday rolls around and I'm like, that's lame. Get that crap out of here. Like, I don't do cake. I don't like I don't care about any of that stuff. But when the Marine Corps' birthday is coming around, I'm like, oh yeah, baby. Like we're doing a big we're gonna do a little Marine Corps birthday celebration here at my house on the 12th. I'm gonna barbecue. I'm gonna throw like a big old I think I'm gonna throw a brisket in the smoker. And it's gonna be awesome. I'm very excited for that. We're gonna have some drinky drinks, and it's gonna be good. I do scream at people in the gym when I see shit for them. I mean, again, that's kind of what we were talking about earlier, though, man. Is like having somebody there that will guide you through that is clutch. And the thing about CrossFit too is because like you do have a little bit of that community there. You can do stuff like that and correct people. Where in a normal gym, where everyone's just doing their own thing, whether it's right or wrong, like it's not really an environment where you can correct somebody because you don't know them. I tried to enlist out of high school, but the Marines wouldn't take me because of a football injury. Yeah, it's a big deal, man. When did you graduate high school, if you don't mind me asking? The only reason I ask is because sometimes it depends on the time frame. And Scornia could probably speak to this too, because like it's all about like what they need at the time. 2005. What? Really? They didn't take you in 2005? Do I think clean and jerk and snatch are really needed lifts for most people? I had a GED, so I dropped out. Gotcha. No. That's the short answer. That's like the easy answer. That's like the first thing that pops in my head. Like, do most people need to do clean and jerk and snatch? I would say no. I don't think so. I think they're complicated moves to teach, but at the end of the day, too, the follow-up question is like, well, what's your goal? Like if you want to be athletic, I think clean and jerk and snatch are a good way to do that, to achieve that goal of like becoming more athletic. But do you need to do it? No. I mean, is it fun? Yeah. I mean, clean and jerk and snatch are fun movements to do. I think, at least, that's just me personally. Yeah, it's really fun. Really fun, for sure. But even if you're like, well, I want to be, I want to be more athletic, right? I want to be a little faster, move through space a little bit better. There are ways to get at that without doing clean and jerk and snatch, So, and honestly, they can be kind of tough on your body sometimes. It depends. But you know, especially in a world where, and I think I was watching, God, Shanty. I was tuned into her stream last night. Shanty. Oh God, yeah, thick. Zero just realized that we're full blown gray sweatpants season right now. I just dabble into every lift, so I know how to do them. Yeah. But yeah, to continue down that, I had plans. Oh, hold on. Let me make sure. Oh, I had pins in my knee at the time. Yeah. That would definitely prevent you from going. But, you know, I'm surprised. Like, 2005 was really big. Like, you know, Afghanistan was big. And then I think, like, Iraq was, like, big as well right around that time, too. So it must have been a pretty serious injury for them to be like, nah, we're good. I don't know. That's odd. Or it could just be like where you're from. Like it could just be that recruiting station was getting a flood of people signing up to enlist. I don't know. Sometimes it's tough because at the end of the day, like recruiters are just trying to hit their numbers. You know, they're salesmen and women. That's what they do. They're in sales and they got to get a certain number of sales, if you will. But yeah. Quav, where are you from again, man? I can't remember. Dude, I think the last CrossFit workout I did. Oh, you're in Cali. Where at? I feel like I already know this, but just remind me real quick. Sorry, the beat's hitting me right now. Centra Valley. Is that NorCal? I'm down here in lovely San Clemente, California. I'm about a half mile straight shot to the beach. It's a beautiful place here. I'm from the great poop hole that is Kansas. Man, hating on Kansas. Yeah, Sacramento. Gotcha. Hating on Kansas. The land of the corn. I have only driven through Kansas. So I'm sorry. I have no experience with the state of Kansas. I've been to Kansas City. Have you ever been to Kansas? No. Well, I've been to Kansas City, like I said. I think I drove through Kansas on my way out here. But I'm from the East Coast originally, so from Delaware originally. So not too far from where Terrible Hime is located. I reminisce often about the East Coast. It's a great place as well. I live right outside Kansas City. Oh, okay, great. Yeah, I feel like Kansas City's a good town. I'm originally from Minnesota. Yeah, Minnesota. Great. Minnesota. Well, good choice, man. Sacramento's significantly warmer than Minnesota, but Minnesota. A. Did they really say A up there? I thought that was a Canadian thing, but I guess it's like, is Minnesota considered like southern Canada? I don't know how that works. The land of 10,000 lakes. I've flown over Minnesota, and it does have 10,000 lakes. I didn't count them all, but there were a lot of lakes in Minnesota. Lots of them. Zero. Are you doing your Halloween stream tonight, right, man? I don't know if I'm gonna do anything for Halloween tonight. I know we're doing the trick or treating with the kiddos. We got a little potluck here in the neighborhood with the neighbors and whatnot. I live on the Marine Corps base, so it's a pretty good community here in the neighborhood, and we know all the neighbors and all that good stuff, and we do lots of stuff with them all the time. Minnesota's great if you like it being so cold the power goes out. Oh, you're gonna have a bad time. You don't have gas heating and your power goes out. You're gonna have a real bad time. All right, cool, Zero. Yeah, Zero's got his Halloween stream. Oh, almost fell over. He's you're dressing up as Dwight from Dead by Daylight, right? I think I might play BioShock tonight. It's not really like a scary game per se. I mean, I guess it kind of is. It's a little creepy. Yeah, you're just playing a variety of games. Planning on throwing candles at kids and yell, "Get off my..." What is that? Candles? Did I read that right? Yeah, candles. Yelling, "Get off my property." So you're going for the trick portion of Trick or Treat. I like it. I don't have a face cam. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Dang it. We need to get Zero his subs so he can get his face cam. Oh my God. So our neighborhood, they have the trick or treating for the kiddos and drinking for the adults. Yeah, that's pretty much how it's going to go down for us too. And I have tomorrow off as well. Even though I'm still going to train tomorrow, so I might have like a margarita. We'll see. Maybe a margarita and a beer, or just 2 margaritas. I have no idea. I've been very conservative with my drinking lately, which is good because it's honestly like drinking. I'm trying to lose weight as well, and drinking just does not help that. Rachel, what are you dressing up as for Halloween? I noticed you did put on some sort of costume last night for your little movie night, right? Yeah, so we're gonna do. But yeah, so anywho, I might play BioShock tonight. I'm not sure. Like I said, I wouldn't describe it as like a scary... It's not like a scary jump scare kind of game. Although, if you play that game on like the hardest difficulty, that game is freaking hard. I mean, it is really hard. Oh, you're gonna whip out the 02 bunny outfit. Ooh. Oh, girl. You're gonna be breaking hearts in that thing for sure. Yeah. Ooh, Lady Deadpool. Yes, I love it. So we're gonna go into story time here. So last year for Halloween, the boys and I and Erin, the wifey, we all dressed up as characters from Toy Story. So I was Woody, wifey was Jessie, and then my youngest was Buzz Lightyear, and then the big one, he was Duke Kaboom, and it was awesome. Like we looked great, it was fun. So we were like, all right, cool. The mask for Lady Deadpool is low-key Tom Diggin. Yes. All right. Yeah, pictures or it didn't happen. So this year, we were going to do Star Wars characters. So the big one, my oldest, he was going to be the Mandalorian, right? He was going to be Din Djarin. And then the little one was going to be Baby Grogu, little Baby Yoda. He was going to be Grogu. And then I was going to be Boba Fett. And then my wife was going to be, a Jedi or whatever, right? Freaking Amazon, lost my Boba Fett costume somehow. And then I went to go reorder the Boba Fett costume. And it was sold out or gone. It was gone. And I ordered this costume back in September. It's been a month and a half. It was a long time ago. So I was like, I'm gonna order my costume early so that way I have it and I don't have to worry about it. Didn't work out. So now I am going to be. Remember in The Mandalorian? For those of you who have seen The Mandalorian, there's a scene in there where Baby Grogu he eats one of the a frog. So he's just boom, he scarfs down this frog, and I am going to be the frog. So I got a frog costume that I'm going to be wearing. Diamondo got the stripper pole. Yeah, he's going to do his stripper pole dance. Hey! I'm doing well, Cole Runnings. Thanks for tuning in, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, Cole Runnings, good dude. Really nice guy. I'm doing well. I'm just doing a rest and recovery day because yesterday I did the half Ironman down in Oceanside. I just did the swim and the bike because my foot is still a little jacked up. So, but still, I haven't trained for the Ironman, for any triathlon stuff for a while. So I survived the swim and the bike, but my body is barking at me today. Hold on. I'm going as Jabba the Hutt. I don't even need a costume. Oh, man. Honestly, though, hey, look, you just save some money on a costume. It's all good, man. Yeah, Joe in the house. Can we get a shout out for Cole Runnings, please? I'm not kidding. Oh, God. Yeah, it wasn't a great idea. Yeah, the half Ironman with minimal to no training, not a great idea. Do not recommend. I did yoga and push day, and I am sore. Yes. Ray, get ready to tip in 1 BDC. Oh, yes, we're going to just throw ones at Diamondo during a stream. Yes. Anyone who runs is a bit off, though. Yeah, well, I got a foot injury, so running is not really a thing for me. Yeah, you son of a bitch, I'm in. Yeah, running is dumb. I hate running. Thank you for that shout out for Cole Runnings, my homie. Planning on doing an Ironman after my after my marathon. It's not Cole Runnings, it's Macho Man. Get it right. Yeah, so I only did the half. So I signed up for the half Ironman, and like I said, like I've been signed up for this half Ironman for well over a year and a half at this point. So yeah, it's at a certain point I was just like, I'm not going to continue training for this triathlon if I'm not 100% sure that it's going to happen. And then I was pretty sure that this October one was going to happen, and I just never got around to training for it because I was like, you know what? I would rather squat all month in October instead of riding my bike and run and swim. And I've got a foot injury anyway, so it's not like I'm gonna be running all over the place. Joe, hug me, you beautiful cutie. Cole Runnings is a beautiful man. If you do not follow Cole Runnings, like you need to follow him. Also, has some great emotes as well. Anytime I use his emotes in chats, like people are in love. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, there you go. That's one of my personal favorites right there. So yeah, Cole Runnings, great dude. Also a beautiful man. Cole Runnings is the cream of the crop. Cream is dairy free. Yes. No, man, for real. Cole Runnings has like a very soothing voice as well. Like I feel like you could be very upset about something and just like yeah, there it is. Hit it, Ray Bay. You just start listening to him and you like immediately start calming down. Yeah. Gonna get tough to hear you because it's sizzling some veggies. Oh, okay. All good, man. I don't understand people that just eat vegetables raw, to be honest. Go get this run in. See you around. Yeah, man. Appreciate you, Quab. Thanks for tuning in. Don't poop your pants. Yeah. No, yeah, pooping your pants while on your run, that will definitely ruin that run, for sure. You're going to have a bad time. Yeah. I don't know if you can tell, but this is really painful for me right now. Not painful, like bad painful, but like I am super tight. I'm going to throw that underneath. There we go. That's much better. Yeah. Even though I'm not really the biggest fan of running in the world, I do miss like being able to just kind of, I'm just going to go for a run with some of the homies, or just go for a little run and like down in like some of these areas over here. Because there's a lot of great trails around here, especially. He has a crop top and the short booty shorts. Thick. Oh. Yeah, crop top. That's a look and a half right there. Anytime I see the crop top and those like short booty shorts, you know, the short shorts, like really short shorts, like 3 to 5 inch inseam, I always get reminded of like those football players in the 80s, and like maybe like sometime like a little bit the early 90s too. They would just like they would be wearing like that at practice and stuff, and I'm like, oh my god. Hey, I mean, you know, if you got it, you got it. You know what I mean? Oh man. Nothing says I want to poop my pants like coffee in a marathon. Learning to poop is the key to being a great runner. That is big facts. If you are not, if you are not regular and you think you're just gonna like roll up to the start line and not have to suddenly need to drop a big old poo, you are sadly mistaken. That's why like I get up like pretty early every morning and I drink my coffee first thing, and yeah. Gotta have that regular bowel movement. You can train your body to poop at a specific time, believe it or not. You guys are gonna go in and tip him. When's he doing it? He's gonna be dancing on that pole. The Boz, yes, the Boz, Brian Bosworth. He used to do, yeah, that was his thing for sure. Can I ask what your next gym purchase might be? Looking at expanding and trying to think of what to prioritize. Honestly, man, I've kind of got everything I really want in here. In fact, let me grab this other camera and I'll give you a little bit of a tour real quick. I think I can do that. I'm gonna grab this guy. So you can't really see everything that's in here right now, but as you can see, I've got my little refrigerator in my box. Honestly, that box. Oh, so I lied. Actually, we just bought a bench for the bench press. So I'm gonna get a bench for the bench press. I just got this trap bar right here, and that's nice. It's kind of a nice to have. It's not something, but it was cheap. The thing I would really like the most is more kettlebells. Like I want like heavier kettlebells. I want like 20 kilos and I want 32 kilo kettlebells. And then, as you can see, I got the squat rack, the bar. But then right here, I've got my bike, my assault bike, and then I've got a rower right here. So that's nice. And then I've got up on the wall there, I haven't taken my bike out of my car, but the bike normally goes up on the wall over there. And then there's a smart trainer on the floor. So I've honestly kind of got like more or less everything that I want. I would say, yeah, but now that I think about it, the thing that I probably want the most right now is a bench. And my neighbors are selling me a bench for $20, which is a steal because benches, have you looked at how expensive like a decent like bench is for like bench press? It's insane. I'm like, guys, it's a bench. You know, like they're charging like $300, $400 for a bench. Like, just go look on Rogue Fitness and go see what their cheapest bench is. It's bananas. I'm like, how is it that you are selling a bench for literally hundreds of dollars? And, like, I've seen... Where did my coffee go? Oh, there it is. I've seen, like, some cheap benches, but obviously they will fall apart, right? Like, if you're getting a quality bench, you're going to pay for it. And, all right, so... There's one, okay, so the bench is one, and I got it already. I gotta go pay them and pick it up. So that's easy. Yeah, I bought mine new. It was expensive as hell. Yeah, it's crazy. But actually, like I said, I just gotta go pick up the bench. I'll probably do that today. And then, okay, so I did think of one other thing that I want. Have you seen like the pulley systems that you can, like I could attach it to my squat rack? And it's just like a pulley, and then you can attach stuff to the end of it to make your own. It's like a DIY cable system, right? So it comes with like the pulleys and the cables and all that stuff. That's kind of the only other thing that I would want in here because I've got plenty of plates. I actually might buy. I've been thinking about buying another pair of the iron 45s. I don't need them right now because I'm really not lifting that heavy. But it would have been awkward if I was like trying to squat over 400 pounds without that extra pair of 45s. So I would have had to like throw on a bunch of plates to get there, which is fine, but whatever. Let's see. He wants to get a Peloton so I can swear at him while he cycles. Yes. The pulley is the most common I see. Yeah, and they're pretty cheap, I think. But I would love to have a pulley up there just so I can do like some push downs. Maybe I could even set it up where I could do some like some rows or some bench press or some, not bench press, but some curls or like stuff like that. Like that's kind of like really the only thing. It would be convenient to have. It's not like nice to have. Because I've even got like dumbbells. I've got the loadable dumbbells. So I've got plenty of plates. And I just throw them on the loadable dumbbells. So if I want to do anything with dumbbells, I take my iron plates right here. And I just throw them on my loadable dumbbells over there. But yeah, I would say like probably some more kettlebells really. Kettlebells are super expensive though. But yeah, so I'd say like the pulley, the bench, which I already got. I just got to go pick it up. Yeah, that's probably it, man. Because I'm pretty limited on space in here. But yeah, I've got the assault bike. I've got a rower. I've got my bike. I've got a smart trainer for my bike. So I'm not really hurting for anything in here right now. Hey, Zero, when is Diamondo going on? Is he streaming right now? I'm pretty sure I do have the hug command set up right now. Everything fitness is super expensive. Yes and no. I think right now, especially with everyone trying to like do their, home gyms because of COVID, it is. But it really, I mean, I would say everything in this gym, like if you just boil it down to the basics, right? Just the basic stuff that I have in this gym, like let's say the squat rack, my plates, the barbell, let's just say that stuff. Like just the squat rack, the plates, and the barbell is probably like $1,500, I would say. So the barbell was like 200 something. The rack was $300, $400, and then your plates, right? So I would say at the most, and then I've got my rings up there too. You can't see them because they're hung up on the top of the squat rack. I've got some cheap like gymnastics rings. They're pretty cheap. Dang, you thick. No cap. Appreciate that, Hostile Hint. Yeah, Hostile Hint coming in with the damn you thick. I love it. Love it. Yeah, it is Sunday morning. Yeah, it is gray sweatpants season. Gray sweatpants season is in full effect, so it's all good. Oh, thanks for that. Thanks for the follow. Zess. Is that Zess? Zeiss? Need to adjust that alert box. Hostile Hint. Thanks for following. Appreciate you. But yeah, so just the squat rack, the barbell. Oh, my camera just freaked out. It's like, what are you doing, camera? Wake up. Boop. There it is. It's not that expensive, and especially for me. I guess it's expensive if you buy it all at one time, right? But I bought a lot of this stuff like piecemeal. I didn't buy all of it at one time. Zeiss is a bot, I think. Oh. Well, I mean, you guys got the band hammer. Go for it. Go to Diamondo's stream. He has a show for you. Oh, Diamondo is on right now. Is he on the pole right now? Is he on that stripper pole? Goodness gracious. I gotta pop in and drop some biddies real quick. Give me a second, folks. We're doing it. Where's Diamondo at? Yo! Look at them booty shorts. I'm just going to come in and drop some biddies real quick. Hold on. Sorry about that, guys. No, but you guys can make him. Oh, man. He got that coffee. I'm going from Rayshon to Rayshon. Yeah. Oh, I am caffeinated now. Yeah, I am like, I finished my first cup of coffee. I'm on like the second cup of coffee. Yeah, thanks for that shout out, Zero. I'm going to drop some. Oh, he's got the Han Solo. Ooh, with the booty shorts. Oh, my goodness. Look at this guy. We gotta drop some biddies in here. We dropped that one biddy. We dropping one. Can I send it? Send it. Come on, you. Oh. Hold on, I got biddies. Send. Why don't you send? That's all good. Goodness gracious. It doesn't want to do it. Come on, you. Oh, the channel's minimum is 5. Damn you. Alright. We're going to cheer 100 then. Bow. Yeah. Hold on. Sorry. Alright, drop some biddies. Alright. There we go. So yeah, anywho, if you're not following Diamondo Fit, I don't know what you're doing with your life. You gotta follow him. I just got wrecked. My Doms tried to stand up out of bed and sat back down. Ooh, yeah, that's I didn't swear. Oh wait, what happened here? By my Doms. Yeah, what the heck? Why did it time you out? Oh, yeah. You used ass. You can't say ass. This is a wholesome stream. What's wrong with you? Zeiss is good. Look through the profile. All right. Appreciate you. Yeah. He is on the poll. Yes. I am not a bot. Yes. Thank you, Zeiss. Appreciate you. I had somebody pop in the other day. There was like, what was his name? His username was, beat that ass. And I was like, is that a bot? Sometimes it's hard to tell. Thanks for being here, Zeiss. I appreciate you. Yeah. Oh, I did. My bad. Yeah, I think most swear words I think are not allowed on this stream. But you are welcome to swear in any which creative way that you can on stream. In fact, I prefer it. I prefer it that way. Like, let's get more creative with our swear words. You know? Like, it's too easy to just drop the F-bomb. It really is. I demand creativity out of the swearing. He's not. Yeah. We just got that. Yep. Yeah, Zeiss, where you from, Zeiss? Let me turn that music back on. Literally, I am just resting and relaxing and stretching today because, as I mentioned before, I did the Oceanside half Ironman yesterday. I just did the swim and the bike because I am my foot. I injured my foot. I've got a bone spur in the back of my right heel. Yeah, so yeah, not too great. Not great. My mouth is not Twitch friendly, unfortunately. It's all good. Thick. No cap. No, it's okay. We can yell. We can yell in the chat. I'm good with that. Because running is whack. Yeah, you get that good delayed onset muscle soreness where you can't even get up. I haven't experienced that in a long time. What I have experienced is there's this pull-up program called the Armstrong Pull-Up Program. It is probably 100 biddies. I said tip in ones. So the Armstrong Pull-Up Program is a program that I've used in the past to like increase the max number of pull-ups that I can do, because in the Marine Corps, that's like part of our fitness test is doing pull-ups. So I use this program, the Armstrong Pull-Up Program, and it's legitimately the only thing you do on that program is pull-ups. So like day 1 is like 5 max sets of pull-ups, right? Day 2 is like pyramid. So you do 1, 2, 3, etc. You work your way up until you basically till you can't do anymore. And then I think day 3 is like different grips or something like that. So you do like 3 sets of 10 with a neutral grip, 3 sets of 10 with a chin up grip, and then 3 sets of 10 like wide grip. And then day 4 is max training sets. So you pick like, let's say my training set is 8 reps, right? So I'll do a set of 8, then I rest for a minute. Set of 8, rest for a minute. And you keep doing that until you can't do any more pull-ups. So it is brutal. If you can do a lot of pull-ups, and like I consider a lot of pull-ups like anything over like 17 to 18 pull-ups, like good pull-ups, not like CrossFit, kipping style. I mean strict. You pull up, no momentum, and you drop down on the all the way down to the bottom. Your elbow locks out, and you pull up again. Pull your chin up over that bar. If you can do like 17 to 18 pull-ups, doing the Armstrong pull-up program is brutal on your body. Like, no joke. I did day 1 with the 5 max sets. I did like 24 reps the first set. I did like, I don't know, 15 or 12 the second set. And then after that, it was like 7, 7, 6. So in total, that's like 50 something pull-ups. I could not even, like, for the next few days, I couldn't even straighten out my arms because my biceps and my arms are so sore. Like, and it was super painful. Like, it was so painful, like, I couldn't even go to sleep. That's how bad it was. Running is such a shiz gobble. I like it. Honestly, I feel like running is really not that great for weight loss. I feel like walking and hiking and some of those things are probably better, especially if you can keep your heart rate low. Like, for me, a low heart rate is like somewhere between 120 to 135, let's say. So that's like a low aerobic heart rate for me, personally. And I think walking and hiking are kind of like the better ways to get at that. As far as like cardio is concerned, I don't know. I don't think that's another one. Like Freaking Hungry, you asked earlier about like, do I think people need to clean and jerk or snatch in their program? I think the answer is no. But the other thing is like, do you need to run to lose weight? I would say no. Honestly, like if you're trying to lose weight, like probably just going for a couple 30-minute walks a day and like watching your intake as far as your food is concerned are like your best bet. Because here's what's going to happen, right? Like, you know, for me, like I'm a sucker for pain and punishment, right? Like if I, guess what? Like I was just talking about, yeah, I couldn't even straighten out my arms because my arms are so sore. Well, guess what? I still went to work out because I'm stupid. Because I'm a dummy, you know? Yeah, swimming's a good one too. Yeah, best weight loss activities in my opinion. Yeah. Any other stretches? Are you asking or are you telling me? It's like, hey, stretch something out. All right, yeah. I got you. Oh, there we go. We're just going to sit here for a minute. So, yeah, I think walking is probably like, is better. Like running is really not, I don't think it's that great for weight loss. And what I was going to get at was that if you run and you never run, right? Hypothetically, let's say I never run and then tomorrow I go for a nice long run because like I'm trying to, whatever, burn some calories, right? Telling, yeah. Do it. Do something else. Yeah, I was holding that stretch for a while, so thanks for that hustle hint. I appreciate it. That is true. I did need to move on from there. I run my mouth. Yes, I love it. But yeah, like me, I'm dumb, right? So if I'm super sore, I'm still gonna go work out. I don't care. Like I'm just stupid. Like I will work out even when I'm in pain. Doesn't matter to me. That's just how I am. But I feel like normal people that are smart will like get very, very sore and they'll be like, you know what? I should probably rest for at least a day or two to let this like clear up. Because otherwise I don't want it to get worse and I don't want to get injured, right? That's smart. That's a smart thing to do. So I am not that way, but I would say most people are smart and they will like chill out, right? So that being said, like if you're trying to move your body to burn energy, to lose some weight, to burn some calories, whatever, and you run and then you're sore, so you don't do it again for another couple days, and you kind of, that cycle keeps happening. Well, I think with weight loss, like consistency is king, right? Like being able to consistently move your body, burn some calories, and intake less calories than you burn, that's the recipe for weight loss, right? So I think you're absolutely right, Freaking Hungry. Like swimming and walking are probably the go-to for staying consistent. Oh, my back just cracked and it felt great. I full body workout 3 times a week and swim 3 times a week. Yeah, I think that's a good spread, you know. And I would also add that, like, if your goal right now is losing weight, which you said that that's what you want, right? Like, I would say, like, if you should definitely be going on a 30-minute walk once or twice a day. Do that every day. That's just my personal opinion. You know, you do you, man. You do whatever you want to do. That's just a personal opinion. I get it though. Like life gets busy. Like I sometimes don't have time to go for a 30-minute walk. You know. You've been to Kansas? It's cold. Yeah, it's good. If it's cold, you're gonna burn more energy trying to keep your body warm. So that's perfect. And in fact, like that's more reason to get outside. Don't avoid the elements. Embrace the pain. You know what I mean? And that's like a healthy kind of pain. Like it is cold. Yeah. Yeah. What are you going to do? You're going to hide inside for the winter? Can't do that. You got to go outside sometime. Come on, man. Go for that walk. But yeah, I hear it is also very windy there, which I am not a fan of the wind. It could be 20 degrees outside. Have you ever gotten 380 pounds cold? It's a lot of cold. I'm not a seal. My fat doesn't warm me up. Yeah. Go overrun. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Thumbs up. Yeah. I hear you on that, man. But you know, that's the thing. Like that is true statement though. That process. Oh, thanks for the sub, Hostile Hint. Oh, appreciate you. That's awesome. Thanks for that sub, Hostile Hint. That means a lot to me. Thanks for being here, tuning in on a Sunday morning. But Freaking Hungry, yeah. I mean, the process of your body warming you back up, your body has to burn calories to do that, you know? That's awesome, man. You look at that big old 1 first over there. That's awesome. Man, what a good day. But yeah. But I get it. The cold is miserable. It really is. And like, I say that as a guy that, like, I've lived in Southern California now for the past couple of years. I'm over here, and I like to brag about it a lot because it is a very beautiful place. But yeah, beautiful, lovely San Clemente, California down here, right on the water. It is fantastic. It never gets too hot, never gets too cold. You know, it's like, it gets down into the 50s, and I'm like, ooh, time to throw that sweatshirt on. Time to throw those sweatpants on, you know, like, I have officially gone soft, you know. But like on the East Coast or the Midwest, especially, you get those cold fronts coming through. I mean, I lived in New Jersey before I moved out here, and I was training in my garage, and the garage didn't have any heating or cooling. So, you know, in the summertime, I'm sweating my butt off, and in the wintertime, like I'm in there with a sweat, like a sweat top, long sleeve shirt, sweat top, beanie, gloves. Like I'm wearing like mechanics gloves just so I can grab the bar. Sweat pants, 2 pairs of socks because it's so cold. My feet would like get cold. It was 36 here 2 nights ago. Yeah, I mean, I know what that's like. I know what you're experiencing. And then, like, to me, like, when I lived on the East Coast, I was like, hey, anything below 40 degrees is cold. Anything above 40 degrees, I'm like, all right, cool, I can deal with it, right? But, like, that was kind of like my cutoff, was like, all right, once I get below 40 degrees, now it kind of sucks. But then, you know, you get to, like, I remember in New Jersey, we had, like, it was in January, I think it might have been January 2019, actually, where we had like 3 weeks the first 3 weeks of January, the high was 18 degrees. It was like in the teens. So the average temperature was like 13 degrees or something like that. It was like the low was like almost single digits, and then the high was like not even 20 degrees. That's cold. Like that, you know, that's really cold. Last winter we had an entire week of 10 to 20, and it sucked ass. You can't say ass. This is a wholesome stream, man. I think I'm just gonna start banning like random words, and I'll just give people crap when they see it. Shit gobble. Got him again. Welcome to Three Swords Fitness. This is a wholesome family stream. We do not say ass here, sir. That is no bueno. But yeah. No, I feel it. I mean, it's coming, right? Like we have now reached that period of time where it is now getting cold, right? Like we have transitioned successfully from summertime to it is now officially, it is the fall. We are in peak fall weather, and for a lot of places in the Midwest and the Northeast, we're starting to reach that point where it's getting cold again. And I will say that like the wintertime is tough for a lot of people, and it's tough for me too, and I feel it because I hate it. You know, daylight savings is next weekend, and that's going to be brutal for a lot of people, just adjusting to that and, losing that hour of daylight. Well, you're not losing an hour of daylight, really. It's just, right now the sun is coming up at 7 a.m., and this time next week, the sun will come up at 6 a.m., because unless you live in Arizona, we're all going to turn our clocks back an hour next week, right? Happy Halloween. Indeed. Allergies going crazy too. Yeah, no, I definitely get allergies this time of year, especially on the East Coast this time of year, and then in May as well. Give me the extra hour of sleep. Yeah, no, that's going to be clutch. Having that extra hour of sleep next week is going to be very nice for sure. But, the lack of sunlight definitely affects the mood of people. And I would definitely encourage people, to get out into the weather. Yeah, and I get it. Easy for me to say because I'm here in Southern California where the weather's still nice. But even when I was on the East Coast, I trained outside year-round. When the winter would hit, I'd be running on the track or running outside, and I would just, guess what? Like, if it was cold outside, I'd throw a beanie on, I'd throw a sweatshirt on, sweatpants, and, hey, guess what? Like, I'm gonna dress for the weather and just get outside in the weather. It's good for your mental health. It's good for your body. I think that's, and honestly, it kind of makes you more mentally and physically tough. It makes you, you kind of get a little bit of a swagger to you. Like, yeah, I can handle this cold. Like, yeah, it's cold outside, but if that person goes outside, they're going to be more affected by it than I am because I'm in the cold weather all the time. Like I said, when I was in New Jersey, I would train in the cold weather. I would train outside exclusively. I never went in a gym to work out, even when it was very, very cold outside. So, for what it's worth, try it out, even if maybe you don't do it every day, once or twice a week, go outside and, experience all that your local weather has to offer you. It's good for mental health, heat and hot chocolate while looking out the window and talking about how cold it is outside. Yeah, I feel that. A plus for me living in Arizona. Yeah, no, Zero lives in Arizona. He doesn't have to. Yeah, sweatpants season. So sweatpants and long sleeve shirts. I love long sleeve shirts more than I love sweatpants. To be honest, I like sweatpants, but I love long sleeve shirts. So yes, sweatpants season is upon us. It's gonna be great. But yeah, Zero's out there in Arizona. They don't have to move the clock back at all, which I'm very jealous of because I would prefer to have that extra hour of daylight in the afternoon. Even though it's a little bit weird because, like I said, it's 6:35 where I'm at, and the sun is still not up. The sun is not going to come up for another half hour. In fact, according to my watch, it says we're in twilight starting at 6:41, and then sunrise is at 7:06. So sunrise, you should have your costume on. Well, where is it? Is it here, Aaron? Just put it in the on the couch in the playroom, and I'll grab it. Yeah, long sleeve shirts, definitely a personal favorite of mine as well. I have some really nice long sleeve shirts, like some Lululemon and that the fancy stuff, if you will, and it is like so comfortable. Yes, it's 6:36 for you, but the sun is up, right? Is the sun up right now, Zero? See, we're gonna get going on like one of my other favorite topics, like so universal time should be a thing. There shouldn't be like different time zones, right? It should just be one universal time, and it's just understood that like if it's 6:36 and you're in California, the sun's not up yet, but it's 6:36 in the East Coast, but the sun is up. I don't know. Call me crazy. I think universal time is the easiest way to do it, but whatever. My other second favorite nerd topic is the metric system versus the imperial system. There's like none. There's no reason that the United States should not be on the metric system other than cost, which the cost would actually even out over time because when we get things imported to this country from other countries, they have to make things special just for us in metric measurements. If we converted to metric, in the long run, everything would be significantly cheaper because it would make manufacturing easier and less expensive. Yeah, there's light on the horizon. Yeah, just go metric. Yeah, nerd. Shut up, nerd. Hey, look, I like to nerd out every once in a while. It's all good. That's why we're here, right? We're all a bunch of nerds. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta, let me, hey, McLoft, is my costume in the house? Is it out somewhere where I can just throw it on real quick and come back? I don't know. I feel like we gotta go raid Diamondo Fit here in a moment, I think, because he might be still doing his thing. We need to go tip him. Yeah, absolutely. I like it too, man. Yeah, it's one of those things. Like, I feel like nobody talks about it, right? But like at the same, yeah, he is still doing his thing. It might be. I'm pretty stretched out, pretty limber right now. I'm feeling much better, more caffeinated. Yesterday was a rough day. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I got done with that bike ride and I was wiped out. Even if my heel was not injured, yoga time. Yes, indeed. Thanks, Mobster. Thanks for tuning in. It is yoga time. Yoga is a loose term. I've just essentially been holding stretches. So I guess you could call it like yin yoga, really. I've just been holding positions for a long time. About to go lay in the hottest bath imaginable to soak my muscles. Doms can suck my... Yes. Because we're not allowed to say ass on this stream. This is a wholesome stream, okay? It is for the kids. I say that. I'm going to post this VOD to YouTube later, so... There has definitely been some swearing on this stream today. But yeah, Mobster. Oh crap, I better leave. Yeah, right? No, I honestly, it's just funny to me to see people's like, see the stream bot just like chastise people like, you have a potty mouth, which I find mildly hilarious. You can say shit gobble, but you can't say ass. Yo, Hersey, good to see you, man. Thanks for tuning in. My fingers have no filter. Hey, that's all good, man. You do you. You do you. I cannot be held responsible for what Streambot does to you, though. You're probably just going to get put in timeout. It'll be all right. I'm doing well, man. Actually, I was just telling the people that I am stretching, resting, and relaxing. You want to see the costume? Hold on. My wife, like, popped in for, like, a second to be like, you should wear your costume. I'm like, okay, well, where is it? And no response. No response. I'm about to text her. Like, yo, where's my costume? Because I'm not going to go inside and search for it. All right. Yes. So as I mentioned earlier, we're doing the family. Yeah, you have your bot set up. Yes, I do. Yeah. So we're doing family costume, right? Last year it was all Toy Story characters. So I was Woody. The wife was Jessie. Yeah. 2 timeouts. Oh, you got timed out for talking trash to my bot, too. Good, yes. Please refrain from using your foul potty mouth language, mobster. So the wife was Jessie, my oldest son was Duke Kaboom, and my youngest son was, he was Buzz Lightyear. So this year, I was supposed to be Boba Fett, and then Amazon lost my costume in the mail. And then I went to go reorder it, and of course, everywhere was like sold out. So that didn't happen. Sorry. Waffle shite. Yes, it's working. We're getting more creative with our swearing. That's all I ask here. You can swear. You just gotta be more creative. You know, you gotta come with your top-notch insults today, my friends. Your swear words must get more better if you're going to be on this wholesome family stream, okay? So yeah, I was supposed to be Boba Fett. I think the wife, she is a Jedi this year, and then the oldest is Din Djarin, the Mandalorian, and then the youngest is Grogu, aka Baby Yoda. Well, because my costume got lost in the mail, I am now the frog that Baby Yoda, aka Grogu, eats in the Mandalorian series. So I have there's a big frog costume in there. I assume my wife is trying to find it right now for me. I don't know if she she might have messaged me back. Let me see if she messaged me back or not. Okay. I'm going to go check to see if it's in there, and if it is, I'm going to throw it on. So yes, I am the frog that Baby Yoda eats. I'll be right back. Let me go see if it's in the house. So, this is what happens when Amazon loses your package, my friends. You become the frog that Baby Yoda eats. So, we got some creative swear words on here. Is that what I'm seeing? Yeah. Oh yeah. Fire family Halloween costumes. Yes. You are such a what is that? Tangular turd? Yes, I love it. So yeah. We're frogging it up. It's all good. This is what happens when Amazon loses your costume in the mail, and then they don't have any more. So it is actually very warm. That frog costume looks cozy AF. Yeah, I was about to say, like, it's going to get a little chilly tonight, potentially. Chilly for San Clemente, at least. And I need the onesie. Yes, it is a onesie. It buttons up in the front. It is awesome. So, yeah, it is. I will kind of show it here. All right. So, yeah, we're onesieing it up tonight, which is going to be very convenient and very warm and cozy. And it is actually hot AF in this thing right now. How many biddies to get you to go birthday suit under that costume tonight and risk it for the biscuit? Let's see. Well, let's see. I don't know. I'd say, like, hey, I'm pretty cheap, all right? So I'm a cheap date. So I will go birthday suit underneath this thing probably for, like, 1,000 biddies. One rib and your frog giblets are exposed. Hey, it's all good, like I'm pretty sure probably some of my neighbors have seen my frog giblets before, so it is what it is. That's neither here nor there. That's a story for another time, my friends. Because like I said, this is a wholesome family stream. That's how we roll around here. But yeah, this is definitely going to be a very comfy Halloween night. How much do you trust those front buttons? Well, yeah, actually it's like it hangs pretty low. So I think like potentially if I go like totally butt ass naked underneath this, like if you look at it from a specific angle, actually, I don't know. I think if I'm just like standing up, walking around, like nobody would know, to be honest. You look like you are sagging. Yeah, I know. It looks very much like I'm sagging. Oh, hold on. I'll turn it over here. Yeah, very much like I'm sagging. But like, I think it's just the way this costume is made, maybe? I have no idea. Yeah. So, it is very comfortable though. How windy is it going to be? I don't know. In fact, let's check the forecast. Let's see. I get the feeling this is the perfect costume for tonight because typically it is a little bit chilly, especially when the sun goes down around here. So let's see. San Clemente. Well, it's going to be like in the 60s. So it's going to be the low 60s. The wank hammer. Yeah. And then the sun goes down, and then it's going to drop into the 50s, allegedly. Would you ever stream in compressions? I don't know. I don't think so. I feel like terms of service would probably come into play there. Like, they kind of frown upon that kind of digging stuff. Even though, like, they do and they don't, right? Like, I actually, just as a rule of thumb, like, I don't really, like, when I work out, I actually prefer to be wearing clothes, which is, I know, is weird because, like, I did CrossFit for a long time, and that's, like, a big thing in the CrossFit community. Like, they want to, like, take their clothes off in the gym, which my thing on that is a couple things, right? A, it's kind of gross and unsanitary. And then B, it's like, guys, we get it. We're all working out here. We're all working hard. Like, people will say, oh, well, it's hot, so I like to take my shirt off. Well, guess what? Actually, if you leave your shirt on, your shirt the sweat will stick to your shirt. And that sweat, when it evaporates off the shirt and it's hugging your body, that sweat will keep you cool. So when you take your shirt off, the sweat will not stay on your body the same way, and it makes it actually more difficult for your body to cool off. So the sweat on your shirt is helping you cool your body. So, okay, if you're hot, you should probably leave your shirt on. That's just, science and crap. The fuck? I never take my shirt off when I CrossFit. Don't lie to me, Quav. There's no lying on this stream. This is a family-friendly place. I wear an undershirt and a hoodie while I work out. Yeah. I mean, I do shirtless Fridays now because that was a sub goal. So we hit the sub goal, 25 subs. And because of that, the people, they get shirtless Fridays. But like Monday through Thursday, well, really any other day other than Friday, I won't even take my shirt off unless it's drenched. That's the only time. Yeah, once it's drenched, it's like, okay, what if you take off your pants? Do pantless Mondays? Oh, man. I would say it depends probably. Like if I'm wearing silkies, which are very much like shorts, that's probably okay. But I don't really have that many silkies anymore. I have like nice underwear that's very comfortable, so I like to wear that. If I do shirtless Friday, some people gonna need therapy. Yeah. Honestly, like I said, it was just funny because like Quav to kind of talk about what you're talking about. But like during a workout, I keep it on. Yeah. Hey, bud. What's up, man? Ooh. Hi there. Did you just wake up? Are you feeling good? All right. Good to see you, buddy. You just gonna stare at me? Are you wondering why I'm wearing the frog costume? No response. Nothing. You can't see him, but my son is like right there in the doorway. Yeah. Hi there. Do you want to come say hi? Or are you just gonna stand there? All right, no comment. He must have just woken up. He's still tired. But Quav, yeah, it does sound perfect. But Quav, there are like, so I just remember there's a few folks in like the CrossFit space that are very big on the like, take your shirt off, be comfortable in the gym, like that kind of thing. And a lot of gyms have like institute policies where it's like, hey, you cannot take your shirt off here. You know, yeah, sports bra is like not acceptable. That's not a shirt, right? Like, and it's a sanitary thing, right? Like, we don't want you making your body making physical contact with stuff, right? Okay, great. Like, guess what? If you go to a gym and the owner of that gym institutes those rules, those are the rules that you have to abide by because the owner of that gym is like, they're the owner. That's their business. So they can make those rules if they want. And I just remember there's like a few like CrossFitters that like I know from the East Coast or back home that like that freaked out about it. Like, I want to be able to take my shirt off in the gym and blah, blah, blah. And there was this like one girl in particular. Well, she works for Chesty, which Chesty, they make those like CrossFit like sports bra things that like they come up. Just Google it. It's chest and then with 2 E's on the end. Chesty. So she works for this company that basically sells these sports bras that like, and they like market specifically to the CrossFitters. And she went on this big thing on like, oh, I should be able to take my, yeah, I'm pro chesty too. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, they're, you know, the ladies that wear them are very attractive, very good looking women. Hey, whatever. Like, if that's what they want to wear, like, I'm not going to argue. But at the same time, I'm also not going to throw a fit if the gym owner is like, hey, you can't take your shirt off in here. Okay, well, that's the rules, right? It is what it is. Go to a different gym then that allows you to do that. So to me, I'm like, all right, guys, like if the gym owner says put your shirt on, like put your freaking shirt on. It is what it is. It's not that big of a deal. But she threw this big fit on Instagram about it. I remember it. And I just remember thinking, it's like, well, you work for the company, Chesty, that sells the sports bras that you're trying to market to CrossFitters. So, of course, you're going to throw a fit. Hey, bud. I've never taken my shirt off as an adult in my life. It's one of the weight loss goals. Nice, man. I hope that you get that goal.
This spells some scare up some fun.
Yeah? This is my oldest, or my youngest. This is the little one, as I like to refer to him. Here, come over this way. The people can't see you. There you go. Go over this way a little bit. There you go. There it is. What you got there, bud? You got like the little like light in the dark Mickey Mouse thing? I like it. I like it, dude. Thank you. You got Grogu on your shirt. Are you gonna dress up as Grogu tonight?
That means I probably.
You probably am. Are you gonna eat me? Yes? Oh my goodness. Yeah, comply with the rules. You don't like it, leave. It's that simple. Hi. Ribbit. 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 Well, that's probably my cue, everybody. We're going to go and we're going to raid Diamondo Fit. So, Hostile Hint, thanks for the sub earlier. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you guys. Like I said, just kind of resting and relaxing today. And then starting tomorrow, I'm going to start a new weightlifting program from the same company, Pen and Paper Strength. So that's what we're going to do. I'll be here Monday through Friday this week. My CrossFit gym is very family oriented. We have family Sunday workouts. And that's awesome. I love that. I've got 4 boys. It's so much fun. Yeah, the boys are a lot of fun. I've got 2 boys. They like to come and hang out and pop into the stream every once in a while. They are like the guest appearances, here in the stream. So it's good. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for hanging out. It's been a pleasure this morning. Like I said, Monday through Friday, 5:30 Pacific Standard Time, I'll be streaming my workouts. Potentially tonight, I might do BioShock if you're into that kind of thing. Not necessarily a scary game, but it does have some creepy aesthetics to it, and it's a fun game. And I haven't played it in a really long time, and I just got it for the Nintendo Switch. So I might be playing that tonight around 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you guys are up, you guys are awake, you want to tune in, say hi, or see the gameplay of BioShock, I think it's a fun game. Just in general, I hope you guys have a fantastic Halloween, a safe Halloween, and I hope you guys have some awesome costumes. I would love to, if you want to, if you guys got great costumes, hit me up on my Instagram. In fact, let's just do throw you guys the link there. Follow me on Instagram. Send me your freaking Halloween pictures if you guys are doing Halloween stuff. I would love to see it. So go. You can follow me on Instagram. Do the thing. Otherwise, I think we're gonna go raid Diamondo Fit here. Let's do that because I love that dude. Let me just double check the spelling on his name here, and we're gonna go raid my homie Diamondo Fit. He's such a good, really very very funny guy. Also very attractive, very good looking dude. So here we go. We're gonna go raid Diamondo _fit. Yeah, so hang out. We're gonna go raid this guy. Follow along for the raid. We're doing this. We're gonna go say hi. He's